Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors. He's on his way to the ring, and you can just tell what kind of night he intends this to be. He's just brimming with confidence. Biggs making his way to the ring now, and you can see how focused he is on the task at hand.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Viking Warrior and his opponent across the ring. Fighting out of the blue corner,
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight.
Opening stanza of this 12-round fight. Well, Teddy, here in this matchup, two guys who tend to go the distance. What do we look for early?
You know, I'm looking to see who can be more consistent in just one area. Who uses their jab a little bit steadier.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Biggs making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Able to counter that attack. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
What happened to the get to know you? They're getting to know each other real quick here.
Unbelievable. I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant, and we've already had 4 courses, and the chef came out and said, hey, don't be full yet, you got 8 more to go.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Big. It's been a recent trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think they're the better athletes, but you know what? There's an urgency. There's a real hunger. This is their opportunity. The fighters over here, and the basketball players for that part, they have too many options here. Over there, they make the most of it, and fundamentally, they're very sound.
Good defensive skill. How about that exchange? Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Good counter punch. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Hit the body.
Locks it away. And you see, he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
Good block. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Halfway through round number 2. Blocks that punch. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Able to get rid of that one.
Work the body.
Nice job to land that counterpunch and getting away from one of his own by Big. You always say punchers are born, Teddy, but what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has some will.
And a well-placed counter by Big.
Move your head.
10 seconds to go in this round. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Big. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic. And that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Oh, and he counters right back downstairs. Wow! Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. He is staggered and stumbling. He's a weeble wobble in the ring right now, just wobbling away. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Big high box is not going to the body at all. He'd be so well served to do it, though, Teddy.
Yeah, but his opponent doesn't want him to. So, you know, he doesn't want to go against what his opponent doesn't want him to do. Because his opponent would love to keep throwing to the head because, you know, he can see those coming. He can move and avoid them. Body shots, you know, your head moves, but your body doesn't.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dame to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Good job protecting himself. Landing 2 jabs by Big. That shot unable to land. A cut has opened up above his eye. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good looking combo by Big. Well targeted counter punch by Big. Wow! Boom, left hand comes home. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Blocks that belt line well. Oh, what an uppercut. Blocks it away. Able to counter that attack. Well, he's going to hope that his vision holds up and isn't impaired because there's swelling now around his eye. Good job protecting himself. Last 10 seconds. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, hey, I know you learned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer. And he said to you, what's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus? What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think seriously that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there understanding how he feels mentally and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things.
Keep working the body.
Good defense, just covering up down low. Halfway into round number 5 here. And there he counters back against his opponent. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
Good block there by Big. Targeting the hooks on each man. Able to dismiss that body shot. Good looking counter punch.
Let's see some more head movement.
Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pocket. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Able to counter that attack. It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
He just missed that shot up top. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Both men digging in with uppercuts. Good block by Big. Able to show you his blocking ability. Lands the counter. Viking Warriors strategy coming in was to land a lot of jabs. Teddy, you got to grade him out with an A here.
Maybe even an A+, Joe. That plus is the right hand. Once the jab has been there, bang, the right hand came just when it was supposed to. Give him an A+.
What a fight. What a great, non-stop action fight this has been. And a sharp counter punch by Big, where he scores well with the double jab. That's where he wants to be able to do some damage with his opponent backed up against the ropes. We've reached the halfway point of this battle. Real good fight here. Tough to get a sense of who's really up. I could see making an argument for either guy, but that's a testament to both guys and what they've been willing to bring to this battle tonight.
Yeah, and what it's a testament to, Joe, is that it's an enjoyable fight. After a while, you don't even concentrate on who's up. All you know is you're enjoying every bit of it.
A headshot blocked. He's got to know that the eye's getting worse. The swelling is really more pronounced right now, but I don't see any defensive changes.
And you know what? I don't see any urgency either. You just touched on it. I don't see him where he's starting to get to the place where, you know, he's firing at the kind of rate that you would want to see a guy firing back at when he's in such a perilous position right now. He has to know that this fight is close to being stopped. He's got to start acting like a guy that's at the cliff, and he doesn't want to go over that cliff.
Good-looking counter punch. Halfway through the 7th round. He gets off with a combination up top. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. That punch nowhere close. Basic but beautiful jab right hand. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Targeting that head with the combination punching. He's bleeding from the side of his face there. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Biggs showing some real guts here. Hey, this fight was not going his way at all, but somehow he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Able to dismiss that body shot. He is down. Now, can he beat the count? He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
cover up that gut. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Protecting his head well with his guard.
With the body.
Good looking counter punch. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Blocks that punch. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Viking Warrior. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. End of that round, and the knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, the fighter who was floored, how do you treat him? Do you go soft on him when he comes back, or do you get right in his face? What's the way to approach it?
You have to know your fighter. You have to know the temperament of your fighter. Some guys, you know, they just kind of crawl up into a ball and they don't come out of it if you get too strong with them. Other guys, they react well to that. So you got to know what he reacts to, first of all. And the most important thing, you have to get information. Why did he get dropped? You had your right hand down, you got hit the hook, get your right hand up. You'll be okay.
Well-placed counter punch by Big. You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to beat David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let them think you're all right. Let them think you even want to fight when really you just want to buy a little time.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Eddie, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
Keep it going. Nice block by Big. Jab to the head. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Shot, now he gives a left. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, he gets caught.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Good job staying away from the danger there. Able to counter that attack. Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Big. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Big. Wow! Big's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecard.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Wow, look at that, trading shots. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Warriors coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. I really don't like the way he looks right now, Teddy, and I haven't since he got rocked earlier. Now, physically, he may have overcome that, but to me, he's just going through the motions right now.
Yeah, right now he's doing just enough to lose. He's fighting very tentative, and he has to get rid of that attitude immediately.
Targeting that head with the combination punching. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Good looking counterpunch. Viking Warriors doing exactly what we expected him to do. He laid out the game plan. I want to win it on the outside. The jab's been there all night.
Yeah, well, that's where it starts if you want to win it on the outside. You know, you're not going to do it with your feet. This is not kickboxing. You know, you're going to do it with your jab. And that's exactly, it's boxing 101. Control range, control distance, control the jab.
Last round of an entertaining fight. Now, for the judges' scores, let's send it up to the ring announcer.
A split decision. Your winner, Viking Warrior.
He's your winner, and he gets the nod by split decision.
He gets the nod, and I think he gets a gift.
Yeah, a good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us.